Mr. Speaker, each and every one of us in this building faces very difficult decisions every day, whether it be budgetary decisions, decisions about our philosophical beliefs, decisions about what our district wants, any one of a number of them, a lot of times all of them combined. We have seen this year in particular that the budget decisions have overshadowed everything. Even 2 weeks ago, we just did a deficit mitigation, and yet today we have another deficit. And that's why when the firefighters came to us last year saying we have this concern and we have this problem, we need to have it fixed. I don't think there's one person in this building who didn't think that we needed to help them as best as we could. But unfortunately, the way it worked out last year, it wasn't where it needed to be. And I know a lot of people were not happy about that last year. But what happened with this bill should be a model for what happens with legislation in this building. We committed to working on it when we were out of session. A group was put together of all areas of concern in this bill in the fall and met. There were disagreements, there were some arguments, there were ups, and there were downs. But we continue to work through it because we all believe that the firefighters that serve us, whether they be career, paid, voluntary, whatever they may be, they take their life into their hands every day for the people of this state. But that doesn't mean that the bill should have just been passed willy-nilly. It took a lot of work, and it was a very serious consideration because not only was there a concern about them being taken care of, it was a concern about, will the municipalities pay for it? And in this day and age of huge budget deficits and cuts to municipalities and to the state programs and to the people who need it the most, we had to be concerned about that. That was a serious concern on our part. Where would the money come from? Would it set a precedent for other groups? So unfortunately, although subjects seem very cut and dry, and this was one of them in regards to certainly if a firefighter who risks his life on a daily basis contracts a disease based on his job, he should be taken care of. But it had to be done very thoughtfully. And Mr. Speaker, we, I think, very successfully found a solution to this, where we were taking care of these very important civil servants, where we took care of the municipalities that we fight so hard for every day and work so hard to do what's right for this state, and found a way to not increase the money that is taken out of the pockets of the people of the state of Connecticut all too much on a daily basis. This should be a model for how legislation is done in this building in a bipartisan way, with all parties at the table, for as long as it takes to get it done right. Because we can all go home today when we go to sleep and say, we did this the right way, we solved the problem, we protected the people that needed to be protected, and we did it in a way that was responsible for the state of Connecticut.